What if I told you that lotion won't cure your child's eczema? Your child has eczema and you're doing all of the recommended things. You're taking lukewarm baths, you're rubbing lotions and potions all over them all day. But you find that your child's eczema is either not improving or getting worse. We're going to talk about why. Hello, my name is Dr. Erica Smith, and I'm a licensed naturopathic physician. My job is to help kids thrive through illness without medications or harsh interventions. Most of the kids I treat have chronic conditions like autism, ADHD, Lyme, PANDAS, and some have learning differences. But this advice that we're going to speak about today is helpful for all kids. Eczema can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. If you're one of the lucky ones who's used the traditional creams and what I call lotions and potions and it worked for you, then that's great. But for the part of the population where they're diligently using the creams and it's not working, this rest of the information is good for you. The key is to find the underlying cause of what's causing the eczema. Usually it is rooted in allergy. And so we're going to talk about what are some of the different areas where allergy can show up. The first culprit is generally food allergies. So let's look at what our child is eating. I like to ask my parents to keep a food diary, what the child ate, and how their skin was doing. Over time, very often you can see some patterns. Some of the common allergens that cause eczema are dairy, wheat, gluten, soy, tree nuts, and corn. So a nice place to start is to eliminate at least dairy and gluten, but if at all possible, as many of those on that list so that you can see if it improves your child's eczema. I would say approximately 50% of children see improvement with just eliminating those. The next step to look at is our body products. What are we actually putting on our kids' skin? Very often, products, especially ones marketed for kids, have a lot of fresh smells, but fresh smell means chemicals, and those can cause eczema in children. The next place to look is in household products. So this is our detergents, our household cleaners. My motto is if it smells really good, if it smells extra clean or extra fruity, that means chemicals, and those are the ones we need to get rid of. I like to look for products that are marketed for sensitive skin or have no fragrance or fragrance-free. If you do all three of these, most kids' eczema will improve. But there is one sneaky culprit that sometimes is still lingering that can also cause eczema, and that is leaky gut. Leaky gut is defined by too large of spaces between the cells in your gut lining. And what happens with that is that allergens in the foods that you're eating can sometimes pass into your system where they're not supposed to. The barrier isn't very strong. And that can cause an immune response that looks like eczema. So the key with that, again, is to have a food diary so that you know exactly which foods or which substances are causing the reaction. And we're going to eliminate those for a time. The next thing we're going to do is you're going to work with your practitioner to have a gut rebalancing protocol. We're going to heal that lining so that you get nice, tight junctions. Once the junctions are tight again, very often children can eat the foods that they might have had a reaction to before. If you have a child with eczema, it's for you to do those 4 steps. In most cases, that will help cure your child's eczema. Hopefully you found some of the information here helpful. Make sure to check out my website for more information on how to keep kids healthy naturally. Also, make sure to like and subscribe so that you can be the first to know about new content that I post about how we can care for our kids in the most natural way possible. See you in the next video.